That's
I think
so...
a head smash from this thing hurts, so I think I just try to do the damage I can with Brick Break.
I got poisoned immediately, so I'm just fucked.
Yeah, there's not much we could do about that.
That's stupid. Yeah, no, that is dead. I'm not dead yet, but I will be very shortly.
I have something I hope to get back to after this. So we'd better get started as soon as possible.
Okay, so I just went ahead and went live. Let me go ahead and have this multi-stream, and then pop that out real quick.
My stream coming through good?
Yeah, looks like both of your streams are fine.
Yeah, they're both working, yeah.
Good.
And then I'll link my Twitch once we're good here. How do you pop out chat for this? Or pop out window? There we go. Okay.
No, Cosmo. See you on the other side, I suppose.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna deafen now, then yeah. See you on the other side.
Yeah, feel free to deafen now. I'll go ahead and mention in the bingo chat, we'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown to reveal the board, and then a 3, 2, 1 for the actual race.
Great.
Good. I got
Sounds
my
wonderful.
set up.
Cool. So go ahead and feel free to deafen now, and we should be good. Let me just make sure screen capture is good. Just exited out of Cosmos. Let's add that there. Okay. And then both Cosmo and Peter are muted now, correct? And deafened?
Yes, they're both muted.
Okay. So...
Sorry, I just...
No worries.
Water.
Hi stream, how's it going? Can you all hear everyone? We have myself and Gregor as co-commentators.
Yay! Hi, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Of course, welcome in. Bingo's always more fun to do with another person co-commentating stuff. Okay, so if they can't see me, let me hover over to here. And this should be cropped correctly. Let me just fix that real quick. So this is UFO 50 Lockout Bingo. We're going to go ahead and do a quick introduction because both players seem like they're pretty ready to go. Basically, they will have a little under 2 hours to fill in as many scores as they can and or potentially get a bingo here. Let me do a player ready check in the bingo chat. Okay. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay, so welcome to UFO 50 Bingo. These players will have 30 seconds to read the board before we get in here. I will try to open up chat and or the bingo card on my phone because it's a little hard to keep track of everything here, but thankfully we have 2 people here. There's a lot of interesting goals on this board. This is a pretty hard board overall, I would say, but
Yeah.
We are in A tier, so we should expect some pretty decent play from both sides, I think.
I think the first column is very doable.
Yeah, I think so. And right away into pin golf. This fills triathlon. It's a fairly easy gold disc. Is Peter good?
That's triathlon and pin golf
There
in
we
the
go.
same column, right?
Yes, and pin golf is there. I think Peter might have had a little bit of controller issues, but is good now. So hopping into Waldorf, the other amazing golf game in this collection.
Yeah.
So what else do we got on here? Onion delivery is pretty fast. Honestly, only having to get onto 3 arcade leaderboards is pretty fast, even though it's a top 3.
Yeah. Onion delivery, yeah, it's definitely like the one of the easier onion delivery goals here. No 10 deliveries, no driving in reverse, just getting the gift.
I love that drive and reverse goal, by the way. It's really funny.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh, that is... Okay, I'm glad that
Cosmo,
that
we almost got a holding one. Almost. A holding 2, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah.
A holding 1, yeah.
The, honestly, it's a little better to not get a hole-in-one in this game sometimes, because the animation for hole-in-ones are so long, so... Sometimes I prefer getting that, just barely missing it. Meanwhile, Waldorf's Journey is a gold disc, and if you play it well enough, is a potential cherry. It looks like Peter is trying to go for the cherry right now, because most of the time otherwise you'd be flying through.
Yeah.
I don't know how you didn't get that puffin. He like launched to the front of that platform, and then somehow didn't get credit for it either way. Gonna fall back down and get it? Probably a good call,
no.
but the wind.
The wind.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh dear.
Okay.
He's gonna try again. Let's
I
find
think
out.
you just fall off here, right? Yeah, there you go.
He did it good.
Yeah, the
Had
wind
to lose a
and
puffing, but
the wind in Waldorf is pretty brutal.
yeah.
Pin golf is going pretty smooth from Cosmo, by the way. -5 is very clean.
How many courses? Let me just look at the card again.
Pin golf has
5
18.
courses.
Score and par on 5 courses. Okay, and not staying in for triathlon. Interesting. Just going for the score under par on 5 courses and hopping immediately into Seaside. You could get Seaside into trying to get this as a top leaderboard, but I guess that might be a little awkward with only getting 10,000 points on the first level. And unfortunately, a Waldorf death. It's never a screen you want to see. I was
Absolutely not.
a little worried about that when Peter ran out of fish so quickly, but
So apparently, but at least he's trying again, not going to be dissuaded by it.
yeah, the good thing about Waldorf is that even if you die, you can kind of get back to where you were in like a minute or two.
Yeah.
I just had a bingo match earlier this week where I golded Waldorf almost, but I didn't get the cherry that I wanted, so I just died in the like final room, and then had to go back and cherry it again anyway. So good news is Waldorf's fast enough that you can flub it once or twice and still get it pretty quickly in bingo, and it's fine.
And depending on how lucky you are with the long shots, you can always like land on a platform way ahead of where you are.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, even this situation here where you didn't land but you're getting carried all the way back, the puffin still allows you to pick up stuff on the way back, so you can still get some stuff that you maybe wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Yeah, like here for instance, Peter got all of those power-ups on the way back and then just was able to like YOLO launch himself all the way. Gotta slow down though. No! Alright, yeah, I think that's
Oh no, he's out of fish.
it's a respectable pivot. Meanwhile, Cosmo is very clean with this Seaside Drive goal. I think the Seaside Drive goal is overall okay, but you do have to be careful about the trucks, because you have to shoot forward and like kill them, but not get points for it.
I remember someone saying that like if you don't have to shoot the stuff, like it's actually easier to dodge the stuff, which is what you gotta do in this goal.
Huh, yeah, I thought you had to shoot the trucks to be able to dodge them, but I could be mistaken.
No, you do have to shoot the trucks, yes, but only the trucks, not everything else.
Yeah, Cosmo very quickly going for that column too, so it's a good thing Peter saw that and is trying to just quickly get a score of 10k in Magic Garden. This also is good synergy with the leaderboard top. Bug Hunter earned 3 kills with 1 module use. Depending on your layout, can be pretty easy. I'm
Like if you get like,
yeah.
sorry, come on.
I was just gonna say I'm personally not very good at Bug Hunter, so if you have explanation for it, please go for it.
Yeah, like the energy cubes when you explode them, they basically kill everything around them.
Yeah, I guess I forgot the energy cubes count as a module use for that. So very
like,
quick 3-0 for Cosmo. Deciding where to go next. Bushido Ball is actually a surprisingly hard goal. It doesn't seem like winning the first match should really be that difficult, but for some reason it's just more trouble than you would expect it to be.
Yeah, even if you do like the no loss 4 points cheese, it still will take a while with every character.
Yeah, definitely. Also, hi Canvas, how's it going? I don't know if I actually linked the match going live in the bingo chat. Cosmo versus Peter is live now. And meanwhile, Cosmo taking a similarly cautious approach through Waldorf. Sometimes you can kind of YOLO launch yourself through this and beat this in under like a minute or two, but I personally find it a little safer to just kind of keep going gradually. meanwhile, Peter is dipping into Campanella 3. Oh, the 4 waves 100% in the top left. Okay.
Yeah.
I personally think clearing 4 waves at 100% is probably one of the like actual harder goals on this to do quickly, because it's just really easy.
It basically depends on how well you memorize the levels and get another 3.
Yeah, that was a good cleanup from that second wave, because that was a pretty awkward position for those final blocks to be in.
By the way the rules are written, does it have to be 4 waves on the same level, or can
Nope.
you like get a 97 or something? And
so I actually had this happen a couple of weeks ago, but like I got 3 waves back to back of 100, and then got a 97 in wave 4. And I decided that I could just go forward and get 100% in another level in wave or stage 2. If you wanted to, you could reset and try to go back and 100% wave 4, but you like wouldn't be able to do wave 1 through 3 again and have it count, because you'd already gotten 100% on those.
Oof, got killed there. Ooh,
yeah.
Lost one of the a few of the purple ships there.
So one of the interesting things about this goal is it's actually, yeah, see, I was going to say it's actually better to die sometimes, because you're actually just getting the 100. That wave 4 is pretty hard to 100%, so sort of commentators cursed Peter here, but going through the same thing that I had to go through, where now you got to dip into either stage B or beat Galbrain and restart it and just try to get wave 4 again.
I think the first wave in stage B is like doable. You got like the worm things coming at you.
Yeah, it's just a little hard because the like worm things, once they reach like the front of the screen. Oh no! Just shorted Waldorf. I heard that little like right underneath the stairs. Now out of fish and a little more precarious here. Still has enough puffins to be able to get the cherry here, but definitely has to take his time now.
Yeah, gotta be very careful here.
Thankfully turned off the wind for this final segment, but missed another launch.
And a little
be careful.
Puffing.
Alright, pick up the fish.
Okay, now just launch up.
Yep. Grab the extra safety shell and just launch yourself up. Good job. I think that's still cherry. I think these give you 3 per life. Exactly cherry. Very, very smart to go out of his way for that extra shell right at the end. So that's a quick 4-0 lead, and then also progress towards the cherry goal.
Yeah, Cosmo is on fire today.
Yeah, Cosmo is very, very good.
Yeah, I think Peter is almost done with the Campanella 3 goal.
Yeah, there we go. That's wave 4. So 4-1. Meanwhile, we got Cosmo dipping into Campanella 1. Could just be for a quick leaderboard. I don't see anything else on here, right?
Let's see. Well, he could be going for the beverage, perhaps. I guess is one thing you can get there.
Yeah, might as well just pick up the beverage while you're here. I assume he's picked up a coffee by now, so let me try to get marking some of this. So that is 1 cherry for Cosmo, 1 beverage. Meanwhile, Peter just picked up a beverage in Magic Garden. Yeah, I think definitely the early momentum here has been Cosmo picking up 4 squares in 10 minutes, but Peter's still in a decent position to try to put pressure on with another bingo. I do think that Peter will probably need to cherry Magic Garden here in order to be able to keep the pressure on. I believe Cosmo's going for leaderboard stuff right now, which is good idea to kind of try to get ahead on some of these general goals since he's ahead on the score right now. Also, welcome in Hannah, Coop, Val, Canvas, Matt, welcome in.
Welcome everyone. I'm only half paying attention to chat, sorry.
Yeah, Gregor's here too. Welcome in everyone. What number did I have bosses? It's 3. Okay. So bosses, I believe, is 1-to-1 or 2-to-1? Of course. Welcome in, everyone. I'll mark it as 1-to-1, and then we'll take a look at the goal, because I think it's one from Campanella 1.
Cosmo me actually beat like both the boss in Seaside Drive and Campanella now.
Oh, that's right. Seaside.
So
2-to-1. Waldorf doesn't count as a sport game, right?
No, it's arcade, I think.
Okay.
Only arcade.
It's kind of silly that it's only arcade, honestly.
I think the sports are Hotfoot, Bushido Ball, Hyper Contender, Big Bell Race, and one more. Keep forgetting.
The Curse of Magic Garden strikes again. And for some reason, Magic Garden always seems like a game that you can just bust out quickly, but then it just kind of falls apart.
Yeah, Pin Golf. Yeah, Pin Golf is the one I missed.
Oh yeah, Pin Golf too. Bushido Ball's a good goal. This goal is honestly faster than like just beating the game, because you have to do it with everyone, and some of the characters aren't very good against the AI, honestly. But a little interesting synergy that I just saw on this board, though, that I'm wondering if one of the racers will pick up. Since this mortal square down here allows you to use Open Tomb, you can actually use the Open Tomb code to also beat the boss of Mortal 1. And the boss of Mortal 1 only takes like 15-20 seconds, so curious to see if anyone does that. It's pretty fun to blast through that boss, honestly. I'm not sure if it's going to be needed because it's only 7 bosses, but honestly it's still probably faster than like even the Cyber Owls bosses, and those are pretty fast too.
See, what else is in that row? Mortal 2, collect 10 keys, and defeat 7 bosses. Yeah, I think Cosmo can like just wipe this entire bottom row if he wants to. Yeah,
there's some pretty good fast goals on this one. Divers reaching level 3 is actually interesting. I don't think I've seen that as a square at all. And then I also just noticed that this board has 2 Magic Garden reach a score of spaces, and that's really silly to me.
Oh my god, there is!
So like if you just have the god run of Magic Garden, it helps, what, 3 squares on here? I've been hesitant to commentate on Campanella 1, but it's been an adventure and bingo lately watching people blast through Campanella 1, so kind of just letting it play out and see how it goes.
Yeah, it's my favorite arcade game in the collection.
Oh, Cosmo accidentally went up the wrong pipe there.
And got the
it does know the warp.
To the boss. Only has 1 life though. 2 now.
Yeah, I thought he was in here for leaderboards also, but I don't think this is enough of a score grind run to be able to get that.
Is he getting the bosses only?
Might just be for bosses. And like if you can finish the run for a gold disc, I guess, but the gold disc doesn't even really help, so. There is another boss down though. And just for the bosses, yeah. And then hopping into Mortal. This is a good synergy. Beat the final boss of Mortal 2. Get the final boss, or one of the final bosses that you need.
And get a cherry too, right? Because it's easy if you know the route.
Yeah, the Mortal 2 cherry is, even if you play it safe, it's a pretty safe one. Interesting to see Cosmo also routing in the 10 keys though, because typically this is like good synergy, but it's actually kind of hard to do, in my opinion, because the original speedrun route is so focused on getting like specifically the 5 keys that it needs to get through that coming out of your way for this like bottom left corner of the map that also has a ton of keys is sometimes a little difficult.
Yeah. Wait a second. What did he do with it? What did he do with it with the engineer? It seems like he wasted one. I guess it's just a mistake.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to do the engineer from that like top platform up there to be able to go down far enough, and I think you just fell down. And at that point, you just kind of got to kill yourself and start over. Yeah, even with this like more roundabout route for the Mortal 2 cherry to be able to get the keys on the way, I think this is still probably a sub 10-minute cherry, even if you kind of get lost for a sec. So it's definitely still pretty fast.
Oh, that's new to me. I didn't know you could get like that particular lizard thing to be stuck on the wall there.
Yeah, that's good tech for that. You do have to be careful with your scout teleports though, because if you happen to die like in between setting up your next teleport, it can be kind of devastating depending on where it's at. And this,
and I think Peter is on his last Bushido Ball match now.
Yeah, I think most of the time you save the ninja for last. I forget his name, but his like main gimmick doesn't really help against the AI because the AI doesn't care at all.
Chiyomi, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right, there we go. Oh no, he died.
Yeah, I think.
No, he has one more. He has Yamada. Okay, so this could actually be a play to just try to go for the cherry here also. Like, get through this match with Yamada, depending on if you win first, or just reset and then just try to go for the cherry from here. This would also help with triathlon, so it'd be a good play here, I think.
Accidentally got an engineer there.
Yeah.
Oh, Yamada should make quick work of Tomoe here, and Peter should claim that square soon.
Interesting that Peter's playing a little more passively than you would expect this to play, and kind of just go and yeah, I was gonna say honorable Yamada. But you know what? Got a 4-0 anyway. Doesn't need the stabs.
Oh, and Canvas just mentioned, yeah, you can get the cherry disc and the boss in Mortal 2, so I guess Cosmo already has like about 5 bosses, so
yeah, so
pretty much
this will be a pretty close boss rush race. Does quit out after. I think it might have been worth it to try to just stay in there and get the quick gold at least, but meanwhile, hopping over into Hotfoot. I'm curious, did Peter quit out of one sports game to gold disc another sports game?
It would appear so, yes. I wonder why.
He just really doesn't like that sport in particular. Meanwhile, Cosmo only needs one more key. I haven't seen which ones he's picked up, but he should probably be.
Oh, look at this trick. He used like the warrior and then the engineer.
Interesting.
Doesn't work, I think. I'm not sure if it works though, because like apparently the spikes are still visible there.
I think it depends on if that pipe actually got through the ground there or not. Oh, but he can't go down on it. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was in the wrong location there. A shame. Really cool idea though.
It's a good shot.
So apparently Peter is going into warp tank. Let me take a look at the board again.
Okay.
What is he doing in warp tank?
What is warp tank for?
A beverage. I think it's I think it's for the beverage.
Oh
like
yeah, quick coffee. Okay.
He has to beat the level though.
Yeah, so it just has to beat the level, and then that'll be what, general 1.
Beverage rush, correct.
Okay.
Does he still have enough?
I assume he also got the one in Hotfoot then, right?
I hope so.
I'm going to assume that's why he went into Hotfoot. I forgot beverages was on the board. Meanwhile, I think Cosmo's still okay for the cherry. It's gonna be real close though. 11 lives is not that much for what.
He's gonna have to avoid wasting any lives. Still gonna need to use the
I was gonna
bomber
say,
there, so-
actually, because he got 10 keys, it's better for him to take the actual path and just go down there, and that's really funny, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually open that door legitimately.
Oh, it doesn't even kill it in one hit.
Oh
with the
yeah, it
bomber.
takes 2. You gotta do the warriors here. Hey Winter, how's it
Why is
going?
it
Yeah,
doing
no,
that?
you can't do the... No!
Hey, Winner, what's up?
No, don't pick the... you gotta stone
What are
it!
you doing?
I think he's gonna be,
Cosmo.
what, too short?
He is already short. Oh. No, he's already done. He's already
Unfortunate.
short.
Yeah, you gotta shift back to the warrior strat there and use the stones. I think it was 1 life
I'm-
short of the cherry.
At least he got the boss, I guess.
He got the boss and he got the gold, but immediately hopping into open tomb, so we have an open tomb race now. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I think at that point you might have been better off trying to just sacrifice the couple of seconds and do the warrior strat, because warrior's pretty fast too.
Yeah, just kill the first heart, kill the second, create a platform. It's
I personally love Mortal 1, so I'm really excited to see a head-to-head Mortal 1 race here.
same.
I feel like this game's a little underappreciated overall in Bingo, even though it's pretty fast and fun to play. I think it's
You know how
because
to get all the little. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I think it's because it's easy to death loop and kind of forget how to pick up all the power-ups and stuff. But
Yeah, if you don't remember how to get all the lives and stuff, like especially the 5 bags that are usually like exactly out of the way and stuff.
I love watching people who like really know what they're doing in Mortal though, because being able to just do that like stone for a couple of things and then arrow forward and then stone again was really, really cool. I assume that's what Canvas was wowing about. 'Cause
Probably.
yeah. This is some exceptionally clean Mortal 1 play from Cosmo, by the way. And Peter's like not doing bad in Mortal 1 either. I don't want to belittle Peter here. It's just watching.
It's slightly ahead, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Cosmo's slightly ahead.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Peter is like behind.
Yeah, Peter's behind by like 1 screen right now.
Because he's taking the time to collect lives, which Cosmo is not doing right now.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Mortal 1 is if you're like perfect in Mortal 1, you don't like really need to life grind. It's just most of the time it's very hard to be perfect in Mortal 1, so you end up having to life grind.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what you're basically saying is that if Cosmo continues to ignore lives, he might be short eventually.
So he might be, but I think for World 3, like here for instance, Cosmo entered with the same amount of lives that he entered in with. So like as long as you aren't really losing that many lives, you don't have to beat the entire game. You only have to beat like what, 2-3 levels. I don't think beating the entire game in Mortal 1 would ever be a thing, but I think that would be the only time it'd ever come up where you like have to life grind. Yeah, so I think 20 is honestly fine. I feel like, especially with once you get to the fire levels and stuff, if you just fire arrow into one of the bird launchers, you get a free life anyway, plus whatever else you did on that life.
Hey, Cosmo is advancing here quite quickly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the gap has opened up a lot. Peter just finished the last level. It's pretty easy to get caught in a little bit of a death loop at the end of that level, but Cosmo showing off exactly how powerful any individual life in Mortal can be. Also, hi Cam, how's it going?
Hey, everyone. Oh, and Red Robot just like, mentioned
Yeah,
that,
welcome
yeah,
in,
you
Red.
don't really need the lives in OpenTomb. I forgot that OpenTomb was being used, actually. My brain just...
Yeah,
got confused there.
the good thing about this open tomb code is you'd start each level with 20 lives, and 20 lives is always more than enough. Unfortunate
Yeah, so,
explosion right at the very end of the stage, but still didn't even really harm anything. Still exited with 4 more lives. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, everyone. Thank you for
Happy
reminding us of that.
Trans Day of Visibility, everyone.
Alright, so Cosmo in
Yeah.
on the final level here and actually has a couple of extra lives picked up. Managed to go +4 in that last level, so...
So it might have been a bad call by Peter to choose to actually go for the lives.
Yeah, so that's the thing with Mortal 1, is it's constantly like a balance of, do you want to grind for lives or do you just want to try to beat the level? And I think this specific... Yeah, I think the specific...
People can finally see me today. Sorry.
It's okay. I just saw that too. Okay, it makes me happy to see that Cosmo still has to do the like double stone and jump thing, because that's specifically the weird jump in this level that I've never been able to figure out a smooth path for. You can just jump through those spikes. Okay, I've never thought to do that. Learning a lot from Cosmo here, and don't want to belittle Peter's gameplay, because Peter's definitely also playing through Mortal really cleanly. It's just
taking a bit more time to do things.
And like still doing pretty well, by the way. Like he's still pretty halfway into like level 3 here. This is just going to be a pretty unfortunate snipe here, I think. Cosmo can afford to just kind of take his sweet time parachuting down. Still got caught on fire, but that's okay. I am like Lizard without the ability to camouflage. So true, winner.
Well, that got sniped.
Yep. Not much you can do. You just gotta shake it off and go to another goal. Alright, we're seeing the Mortal 1 synergy. So, for those that don't know, Mortal 1's final boss is accessible at any point with Open Tomb. Interesting to not siege the arrow up the side. The strat here basically is, if you can, try to put arrows like here and here into the wall, then just jump up and bomb this stuff up here. And then you can do 2 fire arrows here and here. And it takes
there's no way Peter can catch up on bosses, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. But, I mean, depending... I was going to say, it doesn't actually look like Cosmo knows the fast strat for that one, so maybe not.
Oh, Cosmo got out of the...
Okay.
Of the Open Tomb session.
Yeah, you don't have to bomb anything. You can just do the fire arrows up at the top and then in the mouth. When you hit the eyes, the mouth opens automatically. So if you just fire arrow into both, you're good. I think you can do it under like 5 lives if you're like perfectly optimal, but...
Yeah. I don't remember how many lives I had to use in my cherry run, but...
Yeah.
Like, once you know how to do it, it's a lot... Like, it's very simple.
Yeah, once you know like the placement for it and stuff, like it's pretty free. Also, it makes me feel a little bit better that we are watching an A-tier match and the A-tier players are also struggling to go into Vanger for bosses, because I didn't do that for my boss rush last time, and I ended up learning the route, and it's not that bad, but if you don't know Vanger at all, it's definitely a little tricky.
The thing about Vanger is that at least like it gives me the impression that it takes a while to get to the first like turret thing boss.
Yeah, I mean you gotta get the heat mod first, but then like once you get the heat mod, you kind of just like rattle off 3 bosses back to back. Yeah, Campanella 1 has been a little mean to players lately, so I'm not surprised to see it bare its teeth again.
Yeah.
It does look like Peter's trying to go for more of just like a score rush route. I think he's got to get like 15k though, if I remember right. Another boss down. So that should be 4.
I wonder what he's trying to do right now. He's gonna stay for something else. Is there any fist hell here at all? Perhaps like the... outside of the bosses, I mean, or is he gonna go for the other boss, I guess?
I mean,
kind of quick, right?
I think what you do here is you probably just go for the 5th boss, and then probably dip out of here and just do the quick 2 Cyber Owls bosses. It's looking like a pretty threatening bingo. Welcome in, Nessa. Welcome in, Raiders. We are in the middle of a pretty intense bingo match. How are y'all? Hi, Andy. Welcome in. I appreciate you trying to get the shout out. But yeah, we are just watching some UFO 50 bingo. 1 in Seaside, 3 in Campanella, 1 in Fist Hall. Yes. Okay. So we're already up to 5 then. So interesting to see Cosmo stay in Fist Hall for bosses.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, there have to be like quicker bosses. But okay. Meow, meow.
Okay.
But then again, this one, like the fat guy at the arcade, is easy to get to. So I guess like after this one, maybe he will pivot.
Yeah, Cosmo's not looking great on health for this guy though. You maybe grab some of the health over here, but it's not like a ton of health over there.
Yeah, I think the forest and graveyard part is annoying as hell. So like I'm assuming he's going to. Yeah, but like but as you said, like the health is kind of low. But I think if he does the cheese, he can do it. Like just punch, 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 but don't do like the last punch that sends him flying.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible to get through this boss with this little health. It just is kind of scary because if you mess it up, really.
And
I forgot there was
pizza.
the pizza there too. Okay, maybe it's probably fine.
I didn't know about the pizza either.
I guess I remember there being food in this area, but I didn't remember it being a pizza like that, which is pretty big health.
And
just
that's
blasted
it.
through.
One more boss.
Okay.
And we're done.
Let's find out if he's gonna be insane and go for the forest as well, or if he's just gonna leave.
Well, we're done, right?
We're good?
Why the heck are these people allowed to be in the
Rip.
same league as me?
Hi, DJMB. Well, Rip, pretty good match. GG to both of you. Actually,
What do you
both
mean,
did
pretty
really
good
well.
match? I got schooled.
No, but that's
I
the
would-
thing. Like, you were playing very cleanly, but you got sniped several times. That's that happens.
Yeah, the snipes were pretty unfortunate. What was the last boss,
He
by the
was
way?
an
Because we
open
counted.
two. I knew he couldn't go faster than freaking.
My 7 bosses, I had Seaside Drive boss 1. I had the first 3 levels in Campanella, Mortal 2, and then I had the first 2 stages of Fist Hell.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you did Mortal 2 then. I got distracted. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I think we didn't count Mortal 2 because I forget those hearts are a boss. But yeah, you're good. Cool. GG's everyone.
GG. And by the way, you played very cleanly too, Peter. Like just like you got a little unfortunate because you got sniped several times, but like we were watching here. We were commenting like both players were playing very very cleanly here.
Yeah.
I mean, I was completely outclassed, though. I knew I had to get Mortal. I knew he would be in Mortal first. I knew I couldn't get 7 bosses before him.
This
He
board
already had like 5 bosses at that point. He like scooped up bosses while beating me to all the other goals. I didn't stand a chance, did I?
So
I mean,
it was
we kind of
definitely
we
pretty.
I don't
kinda
think there
played
was
it how
anything I could have
wanted it
done.
to. The way I was hoping that you would actually go for something in row 4 instead of row 5, and that turned out to be. It worked out for me. I was never going for row 4, so.
Yeah,
No,
in the matter of
no,
bosses,
yeah.
you were quite far behind. Yes.
I wasn't even going for row 4 for much. I just wanted a square that wouldn't get sniped after failing at Magic Garden and failing at Waldorf.
Yeah.
I opened in Waldorf and couldn't get it.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. I think really the only thing that went like quote unquote wrong for Cosmo is that he finished Mortal 2 with 49 lives instead of 50, but there's like not much you can do about that.
I did briefly try to beat the Mortal final boss as well, but I genuinely don't remember how that fight even goes. So I bailed out really quick.
Yeah, you just got to
I
arrow to
could've
the
done that.
side and bomb the stuff up top so it turns into fire, and then you just fire arrow both the sides.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna go for the top left to bottom right diagonal if I had any time. I really like those goals, and I had 4 beverages, but I was just like, I gotta try to get the bottom right.
Yeah, there were
When
a
I
lot.
didn't, I was just completely.
Yeah, definitely
I
a
mean,
lot
by
of
the time
really
you had
fast.
4 tiles and I didn't have any tiles yet, I was pretty screwed.
Yeah, it was a tough board because there's a lot of like really, really fast stuff on here. Like honestly, I think the only goal that theoretically could have taken a while was like the diver's goal, and like maybe having to grind out a 50k. Yeah, I've never seen a 50k and 10k square on the same board before. By the way, that was weird.
Yeah, I thought about going for that too. I mean, Pilot Quest is always going to take a while because it's Pilot Quest, but
Yeah. But yeah, GG's.
Anyways. Yeah,
GGs.
good game.
GG.
I
to
can't
both
wait.
of you.
1 week and then I get to go to B League next season.
It's nice and cozy down here, Peter. Okay, yeah. So
Go ahead.
I don't have anything else to say. GG's, y'all. That was fun.
Neither do
That was
I.
fun, yeah,
GG.
GG's.
I'll go
Later.
ahead. Yeah, have a good one. We'll go ahead and
See you
hang
later.
up.
Thanks. You guys too.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
See it.
Yeah, there's not much you can do when the bingo games force you onto the back foot like that. So I don't know if I'm entirely done with stream yet because it's only 4, but honestly, I did say that I was only going to stream this today, so let's try to find a friend to pass y'all off to, because I don't want to go too much longer. But GG's, yo. Gregor, thank you for having co-commentary. This is very helpful. There's a chance that I might be back with stream in a little bit for some Lunar Magic stuff, but I have some stuff I need to take care of, so maybe not. Let's find a friend to pass
Another
y'all
goddamn
off to.
shiny.
Ideally, that's playing UFO
In 2
50,
nights.
but if not, I have a target anyway.
Thank you for pointing that out, because I absolutely
Thank
would
you everyone
not
for
have
being
noticed
here.
that in any way, shape,
UFO
or form.
50 Bingo League is definitely very fun to cast for.
We'll
so
name that one Shiny Bun.
definitely trying
Oh, we
to
are dangerously
get
close to
stuff
overleveling
taken
though,
care
so we
of for
need to
that. I feel like
make
this
sure
is the
that we
first time we
don't
actually had like
do anything
a
else.
solid
That guy
stream
spawns
setup
early
for it as well.
sometimes, and I think
So,
it's just when I'm doing the bounce off of the Koopas.
I don't see anyone playing bingo stuff, so we're just gonna go ahead and raid my friend Shoujo who's playing Mario instead. Have a good night, everyone. I might be back on
There
later.
we go.
If
Very
not,
cool segment,
I'll just
though.
upload this
Honestly,
to YouTube as soon as we can, so we
outside
can
of
have
those
the
like super
footage for
super
it.
minor suggestions that I've been talking about.
Have a good
I
day.
don't really
Happy
have too
Trans
much
Day of
to
Visibility in case I
recommend
don't
on
stream later.
Very fun.
Very few, apparently.
Everyone matters. Bye. Have a good one.